Okay, so we're in the middle of the hunger gap and I thought we would celebrate by doing a harvest video. And it's a pretty nice harvest, I've got to say, quite pleased with it. This is nothing special though, this is just standard weekly harvest for us. And I do try and harvest that table, this one, every week of the year. Just the mix of veggies changes over time. So I'll step you through it and I'll try and explain kind of what's coming and what's going as we kind of finish crops and get new crops. So the chard is going to seed now. So this is, we've got probably 2 or 3 weeks of decent chard, and the celery is starting to go to seed now, but still lovely at the moment. And new season celery is a few weeks away. Running out of winter squash now, but the courgettes aren't far away. Loads and loads now of new potatoes. That's the first harvest, many more to come of course, and the first main crop potato harvest. So these are lovely baking potatoes, and it's always a special treat to get these this early in the year. And we don't grow that many, just enough for a couple of baking potatoes a week, but really welcome. Some dried pears and dried apples. Red onions starting to come to an end now, but we've got loads of green onions, so not a problem. Broad beans, first early starting to come to an end now, but the early main crop will be ready next week. Last little tiny bits of calabrese, but we'll soon have new season calabrese in plentiful supply, along with cauliflowers and things like that. Radishes, of course, it's a perfect time for radishes now. This is our first decent harvest of strawberries. We've harvested about the same again during the week, just as snacks. Loads of parsley and herbs now, of course, and really nice cucumbers. Again, we've harvested about the same again already this week. First harvest of the chili peppers, and we're just coming to the end of the spring harvest of the Asian greens. So this is Joy Choy, and we've got Becca, and we've got Tay Sai at the back there. We've got a couple of weeks of harvest still left of those, and then we will be without those until kind of midsummer. Obviously asparagus in plentiful supply, as is the green garlic. Absolutely stacks of green garlic. We've run out of dried garlic cloves now. Last of the stored beetroot. So we kind of went through that a bit quicker than we do normally, but still in great condition. Just store that in damp wood chips. And fortunately, we've got new season beetroot ready now. Loads and loads of different kales and cabbages, lovely green spring cabbage. Loads of green onions, stacks of those. New season carrots. Last of the tatsoi, and we've got some pak choi, but it's in the smoothie mixes. Beautiful harvest of spinach, and we're just planting the late spring spinach now that will take over from this. We like an Asian spinach for that. And Mikado is our favourite, lots of spinach underneath here. These are the smoothie mixes, 10 different types of leafy greens in those. People add all sorts of things extra to those, things like bananas and apples and whatever. We just do the greens. Not many harvests now of these field bean tops, little beetles in those, unfortunately. Yeah, maybe only one more harvest of those, and then we'll compost those plants, and we'll be planting the winter squash in their place. And then the salad bases, we've got lots of things to add to those salad bases. And some of them are salad onions. We have salad onions all year round. more salad onions here, salad carrots, salad onion tops, and I think that is pretty much it. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased with this harvest, and we probably won't have a bigger harvest than this now for, well, maybe until August. So we're kind of around peak harvest. Next week will probably be similar, and then we'll drop down to maybe 3/4 of this all the way through early summer. And as I say, by August we'll be back at these sorts of volumes, but with a completely different mix of veggies. Loads more peppers, of course, and tomatoes and things like that. We won't have peppers now, sweet peppers, until about early June, late May, something like that. And of course the beans are about to arrive. We've got French beans, they'll be ready next week, and loads of broad beans. So right now we just have a few first earlies, but you know, we hit sort of, you know, peak broad bean production in a couple of weeks' time. So I'm always asked, what do you do with all this veg? And well, we eat it all, of course, but we only eat about 10 of these salad boxes, and maybe about a third of this veg, Debbie and I, and then about another half of it goes to family, and then the rest go to a couple of friends. So we always get through it. So there we go. Hope you like this quick video. My name's Steve. This is the Seaside Kitchen Garden and Allotment channel. And if you want to know more about the way that we garden and how we grow year round and all of that sort of thing, then have a little ebook, well, a big ebook actually now, that you can read for free. And there's a link to that in the description below. See you soon.